Hello. This is a prepaid debit call from
Tim Wright.
an inmate at Virginia Department of Corrections, Buckingham Correctional.
My name is Tim Wright Jr., and I am wrongfully convicted of the murder of Justin Baumgartner.
Timothy was my older brother. He was always there for us. Fun guy, loved to laugh, tell jokes. The fact that he was going to be the first soldier in our family was just huge. You know, he was my hero. We looked up to him, we followed him around, you know, whatever he did, that was cool. And then just out of the blue, we got news that he got arrested, and then it was just downhill from there.
The victim in Tim's case was a man named Justin Baumgartner. His body was found the morning of May 4th, 2008 in Amherst County, Virginia. The investigation revealed that the night before, he had been at Monacan Park along with his ex-girlfriend Nicole Turpin, as well as Tim and Justin Davis, another friend of the group. According to Justin Davis, there was a love triangle between Tim and the victim, Justin Baumgartner, and this girl, Nicole Turpin. According to Justin Davis, on the night of the murder, Tim was very angry. He left the park. He and Justin hopped in Tim's truck together. They followed the victim down Elon Road. They were pursuing him at very high rates of speed, up to 70 miles an hour. Tim got out a gun and shot at the victim's car several times, and one of those bullets hit Justin Baumgartner, pierced him in the heart, and he later died. The problem is that the physical evidence really doesn't bear out the story as Justin Davis tells it. There's really no evidence that a gun could have even shot into a car at a speed that fast, or that that's actually what happened. So there was really a lack of evidence at trial that confirmed what Justin Davis said in his story.
There's some serious question, serious doubt in my mind that the shooting could have taken place the way it was described as having taken place. The victim's truck is sort of a normal height truck, whereas Tim's truck had a lift kit installed, so it's a truck that is much higher than the victim's vehicle. If a shot was fired from the driver's seat of Tim's truck, it would then cross through the victim's vehicle at a slightly or more than slightly downward angle. But in looking at the photographs that they took of the trajectories, what you see is a trajectory that is moving slightly upward as it passes through the windshield and crosses the cabin of the vehicle. What is alleged to have occurred could not have occurred, and that means that the testimony on which he was convicted was faulty.
The other issue is that Justin Davis was the son of an Amherst County Sheriff's deputy. There would later be an allegation that Justin Davis had some favoritism or that his dad pulled strings, and really none of that was resolved. That was an issue that still to this day comes up.
And this was a case involving my son and a policeman's son. And the policeman got to maintain on the force during that time. He actually was part of the investigation that the police department did, from our understanding of it.
They found casings on the site, and they only had the policeman's son's fingerprints on those shells. That would link him to it more than my son. But they believed whatever the policeman's son said about my son. It's like, hold on, are you playing a game with my son's life?
Timothy's court-appointed lawyer, Gregory Smith, told me, well, if I win this case, I'll never be able to work in this town again. So it's just not going to happen.
The prosecution made deals with jailed inmates who were in close proximity to Tim to encourage them to testify in exchange for reduced sentences and payments of money.
The prosecuting attorney knew, and those snitches knew exactly what deals were on the table, exactly what was said. And she got on that stand and said, I didn't offer them no deals, and they got on the stand and said, we were never offered any deals.
There are receipts and correspondence between these informants and the prosecution which shows otherwise.
It was one of my daughters talked to one of the reporters, and he didn't know she was his sister. He said, look, the police give us stories, and they said to keep everything on this Timothy guy and nothing on the policeman's son. We don't want any negative press on the policeman's son. It's got to all stay to Timothy. And if you don't, well, you won't get your leads in the future.
I think what the prosecution tried to make him out to be was this jealous, like, rageaholic. It just wasn't him. The prosecution had all the right narrative, but they were focusing on the wrong person.
If anyone is going to commit what happened, it was Justin Davis. I have no positive words to say about him. He was a creep. He made me uncomfortable.
I had officers sliding signed, notarized statements from 3 inmates that I didn't even know in the jail that said, look, we were in population with Justin Davis before your case went to trial, and he specifically told us he was setting you up.
We love this country we live in. We're not against the system. We just want to see the system work like it's supposed to.
I think a lot of the things that he's pointed out about the trial being unjust and missing a lot of important pieces are true. I think that if he had had a different defense plan and a different trial strategy, I don't think that he would be where he is. I would love to try the case again if we can get into a situation where he's granted a new trial.
I know Timothy said, if I get out, I'm going to help others. That was his first thought. I'm going to help others get out that have been wrongly put in.
His words were, I'm going to turn the world upside down, shake things up.
Yeah. You know, you can't make up time that you lose, but
we could stop losing it.
But we can, we'd like to stop losing it as soon as we could and spend what time we have. And I never heard anything like this from my children, but he said, Dad, I'm going to get out of here, and it's going to work out. But he gave me a time frame, and he said, if I can't get out by that time, then they're going to carry me out. And I was like, son, don't even talk like that, you know?
Every single activity in all of our individual lives are impacted by the fact that he's not there. It's this giant hole that never gets filled. And just having him out, it's almost like it would fix us.
I want to